After the disputed election results, it was the youth in Mathare who massacred their own neighbors. Long-term friends turned against each other. SLUM-TV went to find out what is the reasoning between the youth now the violence has stopped. SLUM-TV went to find out the reasoning between the youth now that the election violences are over. We found out an organization called Telltale run by Onyango Otieno, referred to as Zero. SLUM-TV went to film a Telltale workshop in Inspiration Center in Mathare. Here Onyango gathered together youths that had witnessed the acts of violence. They talked about what made youth take up weapons. They discussed how such a thing could be prevented in the future. He encouraged them to think about the good stories they had as well as the bad and reflect on them. Young people participated in prayer and group exercises to bring them together. They discussed in groups what they had seen and why fellow youths took part in the violence. They were all given a chance to condemn or support the acts perpetrated against the people to create the subject of discussion. We asked Onyango why workshop like this was important.
I'm one person who really believes that in order to realize peace, the young people have to have an input in it. The youth have to take part, a central part in the process of realizing peace. Because they are the people who are usually used to perpetrate acts of violence, wanton destruction of property, the killings that have been there. It is the young people who have been used. And in most cases, and that is the reason why Telltale is there, in most cases they are used because they are idle. Most of them are jobless. They don't have anything to do. So in order to realize peace, you have to make the young people beneficiaries of peace itself.
We talked to Alan why a workshop like this are important.
Young people, sometimes, most of the times we meet to talk. We talk about, maybe sometimes we talk about our girlfriends, or we talk about maybe other things that happen in the estates. It's like the headlines of the news. We just want to chat about what has happened today or what will happen tomorrow. And mostly they are negative things. But this time we were talking about what had happened and what the youth was involved in during that kind of violence and post-election crisis. The youth were the people who used to throw stones. They're the people who carried the machetes or clubs and bows. They're the people who actually were involved in the battles. So by bringing the youth to talk about it, then it could make them change, or because by them thinking that if we come together, we talk about it, then we can change and maybe we can stop hurting one another, because it's us who are getting involved and it's us who are maybe getting hurt.
Then we asked Onyango and Alan their message to the people of Kenya.
They should also take the initiative to engage in discussion, to engage in workshops that are going to provoke them to start discussing peace.
Stop the violence. And then by that, I would also make sure that the youth have other things to do, like maybe they are employed so that they don't get idle and maybe involve themselves in such activities.
Thank you.
This is Benson Kamau reporting for SLUM-TV, Nairobi.